Hello, my friends. Welcome back to some more Saturday Night Scares. I'm still a little bit taken aback by the end of my last stream. For those of you who haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it. Well, let me just say, if you watch through every single bit of my playthrough of Doki Doki Exit Music and didn't cry, you're either not human or you have nerves of steel. That's all I gotta say about it. Also, I'm gonna start recording these in addition to streaming them, because the last 2 times I tried to stream some of these scares videos, everything, the stream got cut off and I wasn't able to recover from it. And I didn't realize that the stream got cut off until it was already too late. So that's another big factor right there into that. So yeah, I'm just gonna start recording these from now on, and we're just gonna go right into it. So our first video we got the same lineup as we got the same general lineup. We got 2 chills and 1 from the others. Top 15 nukes, Sir Spooks, and Frostmare. Alright, so bada beep bada boop. Let's jump right in. First video is from Chills. Scary videos you cannot skip. Believe it or not, I like to watch these in order by their respective release dates, from the latest from the previously released to the most recently up release. So, for example, this first one uploaded on December 21st, and the last one uploaded on December 23rd. The cool thing about that is that both the first and last video were done by Chills. So, we're going to jump in on this one. Turn on display. And we got from Chills, scary videos you cannot skip. Let's go for it.
A while ago, I analyzed the case of Terry Bevers, a 45-year-old woman who was found passed away outside of a Texas church on April 18, 2016. This creepy CCTV video shows the man responsible for her demise. He is carrying around a hammer and apparently knows Terry teaches a fitness instruction class here. He is caught on camera walking around looking for her, but is never caught in real life. In other words, never identified. The reason why I'm revisiting this case is because it has still not been solved, and more weird things have emerged. This white vehicle was caught on CCTV security video driving around the church parking lot on the same morning that Terry Bevers was found. There is no real reason for them to turn off the road here at 1:58 in the morning. They slowly creep around the lot at a consistently slow pace, like they are watching out for something. A minute passes and then they flash the headlights one time and then put the high beams on. They do this as they pass by the entrance, almost like a signal to someone who could have been waiting inside. They slowly do a full circle and then park facing the entrance. They turn the headlights off and wait. Nobody gets out of the car and nobody exits or enters the building. 3 minutes later, they turn the car on and leave. The fact that this happened hours before Terry was found outside of this building strikes me as too much of a coincidence. Nobody has been able to identify the plates of this mystery car for further questioning. Each time they just barely avoid showing the numbers, almost like they've been planning this for a while and know exactly where to drive, exactly how far away from the cameras to stay. Two friends have a scary encounter in the woods, not with a creature or a ghost, but rather their own lack of foresight. They have some work to do, but have some trouble starting up a chain.
Oh, this is gonna end bad. This is gonna end very badly. I might have to edit this out if it goes as bad as I think it's going to.
Chainsaw that's needed to get it done. One of them calls their father back at camp.
Bring him down here, I'll see what I can start for you.
Oh, no, I'll keep trying before I'm gonna walk down there and back up.
Okay.
All right, love you.
They keep trying for a while, and I don't really see anything he's doing wrong, but you tell me why it won't start. Anyway, that's when they get an idea that I can't believe they actually follow through with.
Here, I'll hold this part right here. You crank that.
As they struggled to turn it on, the tip of the chainsaw brushes against his pants multiple times. Don't forget the friend dressed in white could also lose his balance and get pulled forward into the chainsaw. All it would take is one wrong step. If anything like this happens, you'll remember through the conversation with their dad that they are out in the middle of nowhere and have a journey back to camp, and they would have to get to a hospital from there. They would probably have trouble carrying their friend all the way back before he passes out and sadly doesn't wake up. Fortunately, they figure out a much simpler way that makes what they were doing look all the more insane.
Hold that like that. Just like that.
I'm glad they figured it out, but also amazed that no one, not even the person who caught it on camera, thought what they were doing could have a scary end.
What the
Evan and
hell
Luke
were
are taking a vacation in
the hell were they thinking? Are these even... Hold on here a second. I need to...
Guys, a group of neighborhood kids from Algeria decide to rush the local haunted house, reasoning that the ghost inside can't get them all. Someone tell me what's going on here. I think they might be nervous and start to pray.
Yeah, so far this hasn't been like, you know, paranormal, just some scary occurrences. And that's not what, you know, these weekly videos are about. So if nothing paranormal comes of this, I'm gonna have to cut this one out and do a different video.
أعوذ بالله بكلمات وش ذيك؟ اصبر 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 وراها.
Their words seem to have successfully riled up something as they gather excitedly to see what's behind this wall.
اصبر 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 اشوف وش كاين هي، راه كاين حاجة من ربي جاب لي ربي قشتو بيه اكيد.
You'll never believe the weird things they've caught on tape.
وش كاين هي؟
This still image taken at 3 minutes and 56 seconds shows it best, the outline of a shadow figure watching them as they leave. This is some of the best paranormal evidence caught on tape that I've seen in a while. The mysterious figure is standing directly under a window, and yet is still covered in darkness. Amritesh Milan.
Now, here's the thing about that one, though. Yeah, while I agree it is a good video in theory, you never see it move. So what's to say that it's not just a darkened cardboard cutout?
Has caught what he calls a mysterious creature on camera in India. It looks like a regular person, but they think it's a humanoid creature with its upper torso twisted all the way around. It sits with its legs pointed away while simultaneously looking at them, and look at its weird, unnaturally long arm. I question if this video is real because at 14 seconds, the alleged creature kind of bumps into something and there's a cut in the video because he has to stop. A bottle of cleaning solution is far from scary.
That was weird.
Until it moves across the counter on its own. The clerk has his back turned, so it's not him. It never moves when he's looking. He can sense something strange, but when he turns around, the object stops. He probably has the bottle out because he wiped the counter down. If the surface is still wet, then that could be why the object is sliding towards him. But if that were the reason, then why would it stop moving every time he turns around? That part seems more like a ghost is messing with him.
Possible paranormal, but also could be someone dragging it along with a thin fishing line from underneath here.
So is our freaked out friend in India really working front desk at a haunted office building? Based on the weird things caught on CCTV, I really think the evidence presents a strong case for the paranormal. Shand Ali Jat is a ghost hunting fashion model with a YouTube channel based out of Pakistan. Look what happens moments after he is caught on camera getting chills. A low-flying bat distracts them long enough to turn their back to a boarded-up window. Something bangs on this barricade from the other side. They stand in the center of the room more than an arm's length away from everything in sight. The ghost always seems to wait until their back is turned before it throws open a door or a window.
और यहाँ पर आपने बदबू चेक की कितनी है बदबू ओए चालू है अल्लाह अकबर ये क्या हो रहा है अल्लाह अकबर ओ यार ये तो ताबीज़ नहीं थे जान भाई.
They put a scroll in front of the fireplace, and the evil spirit sets the parchment on fire out of disapproval. The way it goes out is just as unnatural as the way it begins. None of them did anything to cause this that I can see. It's as if it spontaneously combusted.
Okay.
As they examine the door, this YouTuber is thrown into the wall by a paranormal force. It doesn't look like he jumped into the wall either. His head is up and his arms are down as if he's being held by the neck. As he lays gasping on the ground, one of their cameras captures the fireplace silently roaring back to life, like it's feeding off of their fear. Meanwhile, this final ghost sighting is caught on tape in the far corner of the room. It might be edited, but based on all of the other creepy paranormal evidence, I wouldn't be surprised if it was real. Solo Brenner.
Dude. That's when you know it's time to retire. Yeah, I've been reacting to scary videos on my channel for I think about a year and a half almost. I have never seen a clip where a ghost actually tried to physically kill one of the investigators. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I really hope that that guy just gives up on everything with that, because that was too serious.
Claims to have caught a ghost on camera at an abandoned cemetery somewhere in Brazil. Across the street is a shadow figure caught moving on tape. It looks pretty decent until you zoom in and see the ghost sighting is most likely a blur effect or a camera glitch. The date and time look messed up too, further evidence that the CCTV video has been edited and not paranormal. Iljin Pudding of the South Korean YouTube channel Ghost.
Not really a whole lot going on there, so it could just been a little bug on the lens or something like that. Could be paranormal though.
Horror Diary has a creepy video with an important message. Il-jin wants to prove that ghost hunting is not a men's only activity and that she can be just as brave. She goes exploring an abandoned building all by herself, a haunted place where paranormal energy pours forth from the entrance. Now this lone ghost hunter starts to catch some very interesting things on video.
여잔데?
Next, she captures this. A scary smiling ghost face makes her recoil in horror.
항상 찍히면 문에서 많이 찍히더라고. 근데 오늘 안 찍히는 게 없나 봐. 뛰다닌다고? 야, 일로 와봐.
She presses on down a hidden hallway teeming with paranormal energy, and at the top of some stairs is a really weird painting that she zooms in on. Something about this place, the painting, the room, feels haunted.
I had a bit of a cramp right there.
No more than this, she says, and walks back down. I would like to know more about this painting if anybody happens to recognize it, or anything about the scene it's portraying. It looks like somebody in knight's armor is raising a shield in the air at a podium with someone kneeling behind them, but that's all I can tell. Oh, and there's one more thing that's scary. On the floor of another room is a handwritten sign with this message that freaks her out. Who left it here and what does it say?
아니, 이거 한글 맞아요?
Dark Mystic is the name of a paranormal
Well, that one was pretty brave, but she also got really scared.
YouTuber in Russia who intends on exploring an abandoned cottage home in the middle of some pretty scary woods late at night. He wants to determine what kind of paranormal entities haunt this abandoned building, and he's certain he's caught creepy things on camera. He finds a room with half the walls covered in newspaper clippings. They look to have been...
I'm glad that this video has some flashing lights out there. Probably from a snow plower. I'm glad that he's displaying some paranormal videos on this too, because I like to react to those videos because it challenges my perspective.
Carefully cut out and are not overlapping, which to me means they were meant to be read instead of part of a remodeling project or something like that. If you speak Russian, what do these headlines say? I can't help but suspect this is a trophy room and someone is proud of making the news.
Кто здесь?
He hears somebody cough, but nothing is there. It's creepy, but the paranormal activity really picks up when he goes exploring the haunted attic.
Купил на это. Нет, я же там был.
Yeah, usually shit like that goes down in the basement.
Что такое может быть?
He keeps hearing objects getting thrown around, dropped, or otherwise moving on their own. And when Dark Mystic goes to check what they are, something moves into the doorway as if rolled into place by a ghostly hand. Dark Mystic is certain that something paranormal is toying with him and arms himself. He may be right, but I'm not sure what use a blunt force instrument would be on something not of this world, a being made of shadows that peeks at him from around the door. A Saudi Arabian ghost hunter.
Oh, I came here to look for ghosts, and I found them. I'm gonna get a stick.
Known as Explorer, Abdullah Al-Anzi goes investigating a haunted mansion.
Not really much to talk about with that last one. Not a whole lot of stuff happened except for just some falling stuff and all that, but that could have been due to the rundown nature of the house itself. It could be collapsing slowly.
That has been abandoned for a long time. Strange paranormal activity begins in the courtyard.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Decades of decay have worn this place into little more than roomfuls of rubble that he is determined to explore. As he is wondering how many floors this building has, he realizes he is far from alone.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
He's exploring the basement when he hears something in a commanding voice. If you know what was said, then fill us in too.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. ها؟ سمعتك مين أنت؟
He isn't sure where it's coming from, so he looks all around. Right before Abdullah turns around, something strange is caught on camera looking at him at 16 minutes and 23 seconds. A spirit or a creature with a single glowing eye. The voice is never heard again. The voice is never
That could be a street light.
heard again, so he thinks it's a jinn. Based on the paranormal evidence he's caught on camera, I think he's probably correct. I have al-Qasimiyah of a ghost.
There are definitely a lot of creepy moments on that one, that's for sure. I can't say whether or not they're real or not. If I had to lean towards something, though, I would definitely lean towards real.
Hunting channel called The Horror. The Horror is looking for a phantom figure said to haunt this building in Israel. A ghost who is apparently quite eager to be caught on camera.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات.
He keeps hearing a sink drip even though no water is coming from the faucet because no water runs to the building.
في السماء. بسم الله. بسم الله.
The ghost hunter also detects small movements in windowless rooms that are devoid of all life.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات.
That's when something inside of him says that trouble is near, that he needs to check out the window. A mysterious and shadowy figure is caught on camera, an apparition capable of powerful acts.
يا بيي شو هذا؟
Based on what happens next, the ghost hunter knows he's been marked by the jinn, but there is no time to get out of the way as the spirit seemingly teleports inside.
بالله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات.
The featureless shadow figure peers around the corner and the brave ghost hunter gives chase. When he rounds the corner, all traces of the paranormal entity are gone. If this is not paranormal, then I wonder how the ghost was able to disappear within seconds. There are no editing cuts that I can see. A YouTuber unlocked.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Other than an outright hoax, I can't think of anything else.
Long Island, New York, started a channel called My Haunted Diary because his rental house is filled with paranormal activity. The tenant before him passed away, and now he is left with some weird things caught on tape for us to analyze. Tell me if you heard the ghost moan or not.
Did you see some shadow? Freaking me out. Did you hear that?
I heard
It's
it.
like a freaking moaning
I heard it.
voice right around here.
The more he listens, the more scary noises he seems to hear.
I'm kind of nervous right now. I'm creeped out. I'm not gonna pretend. It's pretty creepy. I don't know how much longer I can take it up here. I'm freaking out. Banging back there.
Whatever is in here with him seems to sense he is scared and feeds off his fear. I know sometimes houses can make creaking noises, but this part is probably the best paranormal evidence ever caught by him.
Just coming to visit you again. So I don't know if you're around. But I've come back.
The timing of such a clear response indicates that he is, in fact, having an interaction with someone rather than his imagination.
I guess there was another moan
Freaky,
there.
right? Delphi's paranormal
Gotta say, leaning real.
channel is all about summoning spirits with Ouija boards and other scary stuff, so it should come as no surprise when her house becomes haunted. She wakes up to a wall of home security system alerts, 2 of which occurred right before 3 a.m. Somebody's been
That's
trying
what
the back
happens when you
door.
mess with
The house
Ouija
feels spooky at
boards.
this hour, so she decides to make
Why does no one ever listen to me?
a video about it.
Can you stand behind me? What is that black thing?
She turns around only to find it still there.
I don't want to agitate it, but it's like it's trying to show itself when I get mad.
A shadow figure in the corner, or so she thinks. I must be losing my mind because I can see it too. Doubting its existence only makes the ghost more upset as she's about to find out.
Maybe it wasn't the ghost. Maybe somebody tried to break in. Maybe somebody ran out of supply. The that. What the
She runs into a well-lit room but can't resist one last look. Someone tell me what is sitting on the couch when she goes out to calm down her dog.
What are you looking at?
This might be a full-blown shadow figure apparition, head and all. This man named Abdullah.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you mess around with that kind of shit. It tends to mess with you back.
Knows of a haunted lab where past experiments gone wrong have created just the right circumstances for a scary exploration video. Some scary symbols give Abdullah a bad feeling about going any further. A strange eye with the number 8 inside, a creepy figure with horns, no face and long sharp fingers next to a pentagram. I wonder what that's all about. They walk past the symbols and into a dark corner that swallows their flashlight with ease. The next room is the scariest place of all for reasons that they can sense.
What was that? I just saw something.
The next room is the scariest place of all for reasons.
Yeah, right here. I'm gonna slow it down. You can, yeah, as he's pulling the camera back, you can see something move. Of course, I don't know if he's gonna pull. You can see something just kind of dart past down that way, like it goes from here to there. Now I don't know if he points that out, but I just, in case he doesn't, I want you guys to confirm it as well.
Place of all for
Yeah, see right there,
reasons that they can use their flashlight with ease. Next room is the scariest place of all for reasons that they can sense. but cannot put into words. Later, when they review the video and see what's been caught on tape, their fears are explained.
They do. They do. He does point it out.
An unknown object floats towards them. I don't know if it's an apparition, a ghost orb, or just a scared bird, but neither do they, and that's what makes it so creepy. Considering that they did just see that weird warning of a monster on the wall, and they're exploring an abandoned lab where experiments have gone wrong. I think this could have been something worth running away from. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe and have caught a real djinn on camera? I claims to find out. Number 1.
Okay, that last one, I'm leaning towards real on that because that was too creepy.
1. A Saudi Arabian ghost hunter known only as Hai claims to have caught a real djinn on camera while exploring an abandoned house that he knows is haunted. I can't tell if this is a gap in the curtains or a ghost in the window. He presses onwards and reaches the 2nd floor before things get beyond creepy.
في حد؟
Something paranormal is making movements.
بسم الله.
And staying one step ahead of the paranormal explorer at all times.
بسم الله بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء.
The excited ghost hunter runs from room to room trying to keep up, praying for strength all the while.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
As the ghost apparently runs into a tall cabinet, I can't help but wonder if it's just as afraid as he is.
Whoa,
بسم الله.
hold on now. Okay, well that just made the stream ruined. It's a good thing I'm recording this.
Cornered and with nowhere to go, the spirit finally has to rely on its supernatural defenses to get out of there quickly.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. 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 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Scary noises are heard all around, doors shutting, cabinets opening, and soon a strange and bizarre paranormal mist floods the room. It's hard to say if this was real paranormal activity or dust kicked up from him throwing objects everywhere, but I think it's probably real and most certainly is creepy. Getting creeped out is what this list is all about, so let's jump straight into the...
Yeah, so basically, I guess that person's channel should be titled "Hi Bye." Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go to edit. I guess I have to. Dang it. Alright. Our next video is gonna be from Nuke's top 5. It's 5 scary ghost videos that will scare away Santa. Oh ho, and all that, yo yo, blah blah. Alright, here we go.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Curse. The popular Japanese YouTube paranormal channel Fourth Wall says that they were sent strange footage of 2 guys exploring an abandoned apartment complex. As is common in Japanese videos, the identities of the 2 friends are kept anonymous with facial blurring. So this abandoned apartment complex is said to be haunted, and locals tell of a single door on one of the 5 floors that is unlocked. The story goes that once you step inside the unlocked apartment door, you will be cursed. But nevertheless, these guys are determined to find out if the creepy stories are true. The explorers hop the fence surrounding the complex and quietly begin checking each and every door. All the doors on the 1st and 2nd floor are locked, so they head up to the 3rd floor, when something stops them in their tracks. The 2 explorers are confused as they hear an eerie voice say in Japanese, "Stay away." Now, most people would consider this a warning to leave, but these guys just kinda shrug it off and continue on. They keep checking for any unlocked apartment doors, but they have no idea that it now seems like they are being watched.
Wait, what?
Did you see it? As they are heading back up to the 3rd floor, a mysterious translucent figure can be seen staring at them from the landing on the 5th floor across the plaza.
Oh, I do see it. That is creepy looking.
A few moments later, and a shadow can be seen, this time on the 2nd floor, again on the other side of the courtyard.
Oh, I see it, yep.
The explorers have no idea what they just captured, and it was the channel Fourth Wall that actually found the strange unexplained figures and pointed them out. So, completely unaware of what's happening around them, they are still trying to find that one unlocked door that is said to be cursed. As they are checking doors on the 4th floor, they hear something above them.
This dude has nerves of steel.
The guys hear a loud bang that sounds like a door slamming shut on the 5th floor. When one of them goes up alone to check it out, he sees something so scary that they both just make a run for it. Could it be that he actually saw one of the strange figures that they unknowingly captured on camera? The video ends without an explanation, so I guess we'll just never know. But is the apartment complex really haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Oh no, that's haunted. That is very haunted right there.
Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Ah, TikTok.
Now this next video was shared with me through different TikTok posts multiple times. But after some research, I discovered that the original post came from Reddit. So I'm putting it in this segment, but with credit to the original Reddit poster. So, Reddit user Princess Lena 87 says that late one night her two friends were hanging out at their house in Colombia. After the two girls had had a bit too much to drink, they decided to film a few short videos just for fun. The two girls were alone at the time, but one of the videos they recorded seems to show an uninvited guest.
Oh, I've seen this video.
Did you see it? The video is cut short, but right before it ends, a very creepy red face can be seen right behind the two unsuspecting girls. The strange distorted face seems to have glowing eyes. Reddit user Princess Lena 87 believes the face to be something evil. She says that her friend has since moved out of this house after her family went through some very bad times. So did the friends accidentally capture something dark and sinister on camera? Or is it just a very bizarre optical illusion? What do you think? TikToker Lauren,
given the story of the friend of Lena's friend, I'm willing to say that that's real.
Rose has a TikTok account dedicated to videos of her cute cats and dogs. However, one night her cat Sasuke is acting very strange. Lauren pulls out her phone to record the cat's odd behavior, but when she brightens the footage, she is shocked.
Sasuke, what are you looking at? Oh my god.
A creepy shadow figure can be seen walking through the kitchen area in the back. Lauren says she was home alone and has no idea who or what this dark, ominous figure could be. Left with basically no other options, she says she might just have to burn it with fire. But let me know what you think this could be. If you
Is it creepy? Yes. Is it real? Undecided.
see a video
It could have just been a dark dressed intruder
that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's scary.
Reflections. First time ghost hunter Bono from the YouTube channel ILMN Bono Paranormal travels to an abandoned car parts factory in the city of Ostrava in the Czech Republic. The factory has been abandoned for almost 60 years after a large explosion in the building tragically took the lives of several workers. After the incident, the factory was declared to be a very unsafe work environment and was forced to close down for good. However, locals claim that some of the deceased factory workers just never left. They say that the restless spirits of the workers still roam the abandoned factory hallways. First-time YouTube ghost hunter Bono is carefully exploring the large empty building when suddenly he hears a very unexpected sound.
Tady je teprve konec, jakoby. A tady to jde ještě dál. Tamhle až někam. Tam ještě. Co to je? Kámo. Teď fakt nevím, odkud to šlo, ale teď jsem se málem... To jsem udělal sám. Kámo, tak to jsem se... Co to bylo?
Bono has no idea where the loud sound came from and is a bit freaked out. But little does he know that things are about to get even creepier.
Tady další místnost. Tady jsou nějaké...
I saw that.
Tady
there's a figure right here sitting down right there.
Další místnost. Tady jsou nějaké šuplíky. Proč to nechce? Nic moc to není. Tady takhle, nic. A tady... Ne.
Oh, that was just a chair. That was just an office chair.
Já už tady. Viděli jste to? Kámo, tam se normálně otevřeli. Tady tahle skřínka mu byla zavřena. Doufám, že to tam půjde vidět, protože já přísahám, že to bylo zavřeno. Já jdu z tohohle pokoje pryč, kámo. Tohle bylo na mě fakt až moc.
As Bono is exploring one of the rooms, a closet door opens on its own. He just manages to capture the incident as he pans his camera around the room. The first time explorer is shocked to his core, and he just makes a run for it. But after a little time to calm down, Bono decides to continue his exploration through the haunted factory. It did not go well.
I'm sure it didn't.
A tady, kámo, tady to byla mega creepy třeba. Tady jsou nějaké... Fuj, bych nejet moc teda. Tady jsou kabinety. Nějaká divná věc na zdi. A...
This time a chair mysteriously slides across the floor all on its own. And now Bono has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. Now the strange unexplained bang, the closet opening on its own, and the chair inexplicably sliding across the floor are spooky enough. But there's something even creepier in this video. Something that Bono didn't even notice. When Bono uploads his video, a few keen-eyed YouTube viewers point out to him that he had actually caught something downright chilling. But did you see it?
A tady, kámo, tady to byla mega creepy třeba.
I saw
As
that
Bono
time.
enters one of the many rooms inside the factory, a shadow figure can be seen reflected in the window right in front of the unsuspecting explorer.
A tady, kámo, tady to byla mega creepy třeba.
Strangely enough, the source of the reflection cannot even be seen in front of the camera, even though it seems to pass right in front of him. Now, this is not simply an odd double reflection. Note that the figure is moving sideways, and there is no second reflection of Bono's light or camera. So, did Bono unknowingly capture one of the spirits that lost their lives in the tragic factory accident 60 years ago? Let me know what you think.
I think he did. I think
The farmhouse.
That's gotta be real.
Paranormal investigators Cody and Sean from the YouTube channel The New Reality Paranormal are investigating a farmhouse in Southern California that's been abandoned since the late 1980s. They believe the property to be haunted by a sinister male entity named Frank, whom they suspect to be responsible for the deaths of at least 2 women. During one of their live streams, they discovered that they might have actually captured one of the spirits on camera.
What was that? Dude, did you just hear that, bro? Was a shuffle behind you? What was that?
A strange white mist seems to float up towards the light that Cody is holding. Now, this certainly could just be dust particles or an odd trick of the light, but it's very strange that the mist seems to travel upwards right towards Cody's light. And then, in their newest video at the farm, they capture some evidence that is much harder to explain. This time the guys are joined by Eric from the YouTube channel Exploring with Eric. So, New Reality Paranormal team member Sean conducts a blind spirit box session. What this basically means is that he is blindfolded and the only sound he can hear is from the spirit box. He can't hear or see anything else around him. And so he just randomly repeats aloud what he hears from the spirit box. Meanwhile, Cody and Eric get a little spooked as they start to hear other strange sounds and voices all around them. But their camera mics just aren't picking them up. However, they do manage to capture one very strange whisper.
Wow. I just got chills all over my body. Did you hear that? What was that, dude?
I just heard a voice.
I just heard a hey, dude.
Right.
Dude.
I'm nervous.
I just heard a hey.
voice.
I did. I just heard a hey, dude.
Right. I'm in the other room. Get out of here. Woman's voice.
You heard that, right? I heard that loud. Let's go in here, dude.
Not safe. Woman's voice. Try another male voice. Jesus. Woman's voice. Please go. Woman's voice. Steven is here. Who's Steven? Another guy.
Okay. Hello.
Died. This place is haunted. Something cold is touching my knee right now. You got me. Woman's voice.
New Reality Paranormal static camera captures what appears to be a strange dark figure making very odd movements at the edge of the frame. As Eric and Cody come back from the other room, you can clearly see that they are not carrying a light source that could have created the shadow. There are no other lights, so whatever was casting the dark shape would have had to been in the same room with Sean and in between the two cameras and the wall. However, there's nothing there. So just what is this? Did the New Reality Paranormal team capture something supernatural lurking in a haunted farmhouse? Let me know what you think down in the comments. By the way, Sean and Cody from the New Reality Paranormal have plans to do a 5-part series of this creepy abandoned farmhouse, so be sure to check out their YouTube channel for upcoming videos. Through
creepy.
the Looking Glass. Now, this next story might seem very familiar to you if you are a regular viewer of this channel. Now, over the course of a year, Facebook user Abiud Hernandez Alvarez has captured many terrifying paranormal experiences on camera and shared his experiences on his Facebook page for hundreds of thousands of people to see. Abiud claims that his apartment in Mexico City has been haunted for over a year by a restless female spirit. In Abiud's home, books are thrown off his shelves. He often hears unexplained knocking and slamming sounds on his windows and doors. What sounds like a woman in high heels can be heard walking through his apartment, slamming doors in what seems like a fit of rage. And strangest of all, this.
Yep, the reflection.
As Abiud is panning his camera past a mirror, a woman can be seen sitting in a chair that only seconds earlier was completely empty. Even stranger, when he turns back around, the creepy apparition of the woman is gone. There's no one there. It has now been a few months since Abiud captured the apparition of the woman in the mirror. He says that ever since that day, the constant paranormal activity in his home has grown more violent and upsetting. He says he's now unable to get any sleep because, quote, she will not leave him alone. What started out as harmless, strange occurrences has grown into what seems to be an angry, restless entity that is slowly making Abiud's life absolutely miserable. But Abiud continues sharing his strange experiences on his Facebook page. As an experiment, he points his camera towards the mirror in which he caught the mysterious apparition of a woman. After almost 3 weeks of recording the mirror every single day, the camera finally captures something truly bizarre.
It's physically turning the camera, tilting the camera.
The mirror begins to shake and a chain hanging at the top seems to move on its own. Then, very weird things start happening to the camera. And strangest of all, the mirror reflection actually captures the bizarre camera movements. In the reflection, you can see that there's no one behind the camera, yet it moves, turns upside down, and the digital viewfinder slams open and closed. But it gets even creepier. One night, the power mysteriously goes off in Abiud's apartment, and things around the house seem to be moving all on their own. Abiud grabs his camera and starts recording the strange occurrences. While he's filming, he once again captures something absolutely terrifying.
Se han estado escuchando ruidos en toda la casa y de alguna forma no sé si estoy tratando de decirme algo de una forma más directa. Se escucha más aquí en la sala y en la recámara he tratado de dejar harina también en la sala, en las sillas, en todos lados porque ha habido más movimiento. Pero las campanas ya... ¡Ay, cabrón! Esto también es lo que quería decir, o sea, Googie ha estado cambiando de posición en toda la recámara y pues no sé a qué se deba, solo ocurre en la recámara. Esto también ha estado sucediendo, incluso dejé un poco de harina en lo que es el asiento y... pero no lo veo distinguir mucho. Voy a tratar de leer esta misma hoja con más calma en otro momento. Y bueno, los murmullos de chinga. Me cerraron la ventana. Pero aquí se escuchan los murmullos y ver. No pienso abrir la puerta en esta ocasión. Definitivamente no.
Now, there are a lot of things happening in this video, so let's break them down. The door slams, and then when Abiud opens it, a teddy bear that was sitting in a chair has mysteriously moved all the way across the room. A door slams shut. A chair slides across the floor on its own. The pages of a book flip over, and he hears unexplained knocking at his front door. But there's one truly horrifying event that Abiud didn't even notice when he recorded the video. So, did you see it?
I did.
When
the image of the woman appears in the mirror hanging above the table.
Abiud hears something closing his window and turns around. The creepy female apparition is back, this time in the reflection of the mirror in the living room. When Abiud pans around the room only seconds later, there's no one there. The frightening apparition seems to have disappeared once again. So could it be that Abiud captured the ghost of the woman that's haunting his apartment? Not once, but twice? What do you think? Now, just as a side note, Abiud Hernandez Alvarez absolutely refuses to create a YouTube channel, and he does not monetize or sell any of his videos. Abiud says he is only interested in sharing his scary experiences and is grateful for the unexpected attention that he has received. So is it all real? Or is it all a very, very elaborate hoax? You decide.
I've said it before about his videos, I'll say it again. I can't see any reason why he would continue this without any kind of profit gain. So I gotta say, real. Everything that's going on, it's all too coincidental to be anything but. Alright. Number 3 is from top 15, so that's the top 15 scary videos you really need to see.
Number 15, LAPD home evidence tape. On April 12, 2011, a man was caught on home security video knocking on the door of a Los Angeles home at 3:44 p.m. He is dressed like a delivery man with an official-looking name tag, collared shirt, pen, and company logo hat. Most wouldn't think twice about someone dressed like this being at their door, but actually he's a decoy checking to see if anyone's home. You can see him try to push the door open to see if it's unlocked, careful to make a fist so as not to leave prints. They wait exactly 5 minutes to make sure no one's there, and then a second man walks up and acts like he's waiting to be let in. He turns around, makes sure no one is looking, and boots open the door. They carefully planned out a lot of details, but didn't think to look for a camera, and that one mistake might have been the thing that got these individuals caught. Number 14, Balderdash. This scary dashcam video was caught on tape driving down the mountain roads of Gorge, Taiwan. A 6.1 earthquake shakes loose a boulder, which cleanly breaks into 2 separate halves that fly right up to windshield level. Approximately 5 seconds before this happens, they pull over here.
Good thing they did.
Slowing down to have this brief conversation is probably what saved their lives, and I would really like to know what made them pull over. It's a good thing they did, otherwise it would have been a direct hit. Number 13, The Descent. On September 20th, 2010, some neighborhood kids are playing outside when one of them gets caught on camera and can't get out of a big pipe. He clings to the grate with a grip that weakens with every minute while adults talk to him.
Dude, I don't know.
Like that, buddy?
I went down here.
Try to straighten your leg as hard as you can, dude. I'm serious. That's the only way you're gonna get out of there.
They learn his bent knee has been the only thing keeping him from falling straight down. He has to do some maneuvering and sinks dangerously deeper into the pipe before they finally manage to pull him free. He could drop at any minute, and there doesn't seem to be any time to wait for the fire department, so I think they made the right decision. If you ever see an open grate, stay away and call the city, otherwise this scary situation or something even worse is all you'll find. Number 12, Lava Tricks. A YouTube...
Okay, so are any of these paranormal or anything like that? This looks like something.
Sleeper Creeper. I want to analyze a scary video that has gone viral in Russia. On November 25th, 2012, a man uploaded a home security camera video that has caught the attention of paranormal investigators ever since. They go to bed at 1:45 in the morning. 2 hours and 42 minutes later, some interesting alleged paranormal activity is caught on tape. The door to the closet opens by itself and the lamp falls over. We can all see that, but less noticeable is a mysterious shadowy
I
figure
saw
that appears
that. I
at
saw
1 minute
this.
and 28 seconds and then goes away. I, for one, have trouble believing this video is real because the lamp makes a pretty loud banging noise that would scare most people awake. Then again, they could both be really deep sleepers, or maybe the shadow figure, creature, whatever it is, has them in a trance, and therein lays the foundation of an argument that has been going on since 2012. So let me ask you, is this paranormal or video editing? Number 9.
Those are some good points to make. I'm going to be neutral on this one for now.
Paranormal pool party. A vacation video taken at a hotel shows a strange pale apparition trailing behind a man walking by. The ghost of a child, it seems. Whether or not this is a camera glitch or a real ghost sighting remains unclear, but the low quality resolution makes me think this was edited. One thing is weird, and it has people thinking this could be paranormal though. At this part in the video, you can see the man's shadow on the fence. Whatever is behind him appears to cast no shadow at all. Number 8. Little Cave of Horrors. Adventure.
Another thing that they didn't that wasn't pointed out that I saw anyway.
Sighting remains.
Okay, so you see this apparition running across, but if you look over here, you see another shadow show up and start running at the same pace.
It's unclear, but the low quality resolution makes me think this was edited. One thing is weird, and it has people thinking this could be paranormal though. At this part in the video, you can see the man's shadow on the fence. Number 8. Little Cave of Horrors. Adventures Between Monsters is the name of a ghost hunting channel that claims to have the strangest adventures in the world. They are exploring a mysterious haunted area in the desert when they see a strange, unexplainable light far away.
هيا النار يا عمي هيا والله هيا تعال شوفها تعال شوفها تعال.
They keep following its glow until they locate a strange relic at the base of some rocks that looks old. I don't know if they should be touching it because it also looks exactly like the kind of thing that would be cursed beyond our understanding. He looks up to find a mysterious hidden entrance that has him freaking out. Tell me what he says here, and also what country you think this creepy video is from, because I wasn't able to find an answer.
هاي بلا الشكر والله العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ارجع من يصير معنا شيء ارجع بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ترى الضوء بلش يضعف.
A perfectly square entrance is too small for him and they can go no further, but as he talks a mysterious black orb flies forward, which can't be a good sign. Overall, I'd stay far away from this creepy place. Number 7. The Russian Poltergeist. A Russian ghost hunt.
It's hard to make an assessment since not really a whole lot happened. I will just say this much though. It's creepy, and I would not go anywhere near that cave entrance.
Hunting channel called Dark World Paranormal has caught some paranormal evidence on tape, and let's analyze it. On June 13th, 2020, they traveled to a haunted abandoned house deep in the countryside where a woman lived all by herself. She was said to have been tormented to madness by something bizarre and supernatural that took her very life. The best paranormal evidence ever caught on video by these ghost hunters begins at 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
Друзья, ну счетчик, а свет.
Objects get thrown and yet nothing is around the corner. They go exploring the basement and the attic and find some weird things like an oddly arranged chair next to a pillow and what could be a feeding bowl. The woman apparently did have children at one point, so maybe this attic room is where she kept them. When they return downstairs, things get scary once more.
What?
Мне все равно кажется, что просто нахуй есть. Я тебе, блядь, сказал же, если кто-то нахуй есть.
There could be somebody off camera faking the poltergeist activity.
No, wait. Hold on.
Нахуй есть. Мне все равно кажется, что...
Okay, no, yeah. That was just the light reflecting off the wall. I thought this right here was a face peeking out at them, and as you know, they walked further towards that way, the face started disappearing. It started disappearing. Watch. I thought that was a face. That was just the flashlight reflecting off the interior of that part.
Я тебе, блядь, сказал же, если кто-то нахуй есть.
There could be somebody off camera faking the poltergeist activity. Otherwise, that woman's ghost wants them gone. Or maybe it's the ghost of her children. Number 6. The ghost that moves one object. On November 30th, 2020, a ghost focuses its attention on moving one object and one object only. The person recording closes the cabinet and waits. Sure enough, the cabinet opens by itself again. This looks paranormal, but the cabinets may simply have self-opening hinges. If so, then somebody could be opening the cabinet from underneath and then letting the door swing open the rest of the way on its own. The full cabinet is never caught on camera when it first opens, therefore it might not be real. Number 5. Haunted Palace. Mr. Hammer is a Saudi Arabian ghost.
Honestly, you know, that's pretty much the same assessment that I can make about that video. Not a whole lot going on there.
Hunter, who is not afraid to go exploring an abandoned building haunted by a powerful jinn. He spends over 20 minutes going ghost hunting from room to room before he finally looks up and tells the jinn to show him a sign. This could be the wind making the window open by itself, but look close at the wall. Nothing is wrong with it visually. It's not a loose brick, and yet you can hear and see a solid chunk break off. So, paranormal? Yes, I think so. Number 4.
I agree with that.
Ghost interrupted.
I mean, are we gonna be able to fit all that in within a week?
I don't know. We're just gonna kind of wing it and see what happens. But like, I mean, if we just take a trip up there just to go to.
On December 28th, 2011, 2 friends shared a grim ghost sighting in the forest of Northern California. The supposedly paranormal video evidence is in black and white, a trick often done by amateur editors because video editing is harder to do in color. Also, the way the camera just so happens to have caught something paranormal after being dropped seems more like a Blair Witch style inspired fake.
Yeah, you know, I was having a hard time seeing that ghost, you know, through the camera. You know, it's like you have to be able to focus on the camera as you're recording it. So he would have to have really had sharp ass eyes to see the ghost in that through that. I'm calling fake on this.
Rather than a real ghost sighting, it's still a creepy video nonetheless. Number 3, ghost caught on live stream. Ghost hunting in Mizoram, India.
Yeah, why drop the camera? Of course.
Scary is caught on
I
live
don't get that either.
A bizarre moment they fear could actually be paranormal. The live stream connection
Wait, what?
signal grows weak, perhaps overwhelmed by paranormal activity, and then a ghost appears on camera and runs away. Or at least that's what one popular comment says. I think the small pale apparition caught on live stream could simply be the distorted image of their flashlight. Number 2, Egypt encounter. A YouTuber in Egypt called Abu Bek al-Basayani knows of a house where the spirit of a nefarious individual is said to haunt. On September 17th, 2020, he gathers friends and goes exploring the scary place. A bizarre figure mysteriously guards the haunted building, and so they duck into an alleyway to escape. They are trying to figure out what to do next when the decision is made for them. They're in its sights. Cornered, they sound very distressed. Please translate if you can. Their words first stumble and then repel the figure, but when the chanting stops, so does its effects. Overall, this could be a paranormal encounter caught on tape, or just one of their friends. I've got a challenge for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's one of their friends, trying to, help create a scary effect, because those movements were too intentional.
And tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, the supermoon sighting. A full moon creature sighting leaves a YouTube channel called Tic Tac Go wondering if this was a real encounter or someone messing with their minds. This is what they've caught on tape while walking around their neighborhood, admiring a rare event in the sky known as a supermoon.
What is that? What is that? You're home.
Face first on the ground is someone dressed in all black with what appears to be a wolf-like head. Only their bare hands give away that this is a person at all. I'm fairly sure this is somebody in a mask and that this whole video is set up. But with that said, a fair number of people actually believe this could be a transformation of some sort caught on tape. I find this highly implausible, but I wanted to know what you thought of this bizarre creature sighting taken on November 14th, 2016, taken during a full moon. Thanks for checking out this video.
Fake. Just fake all around. That was a kind of a weak way to end that one, wasn't it? Alright, next up. From Sir Spooks. 5 scary ghost videos to never watch after nightfall. You see how it is outside. Nice and dark and spooky. Alright. Let's continue.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos to watch before Christmas. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Shudder, as the world's premier streaming service for horror, thriller and supernatural content. $9 a month or $56.99 a year. You'll have unlimited access to stream ad-free on all of your favorite devices such as your iPhone, Android devices and Google Chromecast. Shudder has a unique collection of exclusive and over on the popular ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Shadow12 posted a video that he says was filmed within his house the year before. He says that in the video he captured something terrifying and it still freaks him out to this day. So let's take a look and see what happens. Sometimes with a video like this, a lot of people would expect there to be a major incident like objects flying around the room. But the fact that this video simply depicts an eerie picture frame moving by itself is more than enough to give you the chills. Some commenters suggest that perhaps it could have just been somebody stomping around upstairs, causing the frame to wiggle around. But the uploader insists that there wasn't anybody above him at the time. He also states that even if somebody was upstairs, stomping around, it wouldn't have enough force to make this frame wobble. He goes on to say that he has even more videos related to the paranormal, but he has yet to upload them. Gratefully though, the uploader says that he no longer lives in this house, so we can only hope that his new house is ghost-free and he's living in peace.
I mean, I don't wanna be like insensitive or anything like that, but this is not that impressive. I mean, it's something simple, but it's something that could easily be faked. If you want to... Of course, then again, I could be wrong. Because, sometimes even a simple paranormal event can still mean... can still mean paranormal. So, I don't want to say it's real or not, but... I don't know, it could be real. I'm not saying it's something that could easily be manipulated, though.
The following video was sent to me through email by a man named Chris, with this description provided. Quote, I bought my parents a Ring doorbell a couple of years ago, and they've never seen anything strange on it. But this July 4th, 2020, they caught this video. My whole family was at their lake house for it, and after being on the lake and drinking beer all day, we were all asleep by midnight at the latest. Yet this was caught around 3 AM and no one was awake. Also, the path the figure takes is stupid and dangerous as there are decorative boulders and trees in the way. A normal person would have gone to the left of the trees, which is wide open. Don't know much about their house, but they bought it in 2014 after the previous old lady that owned it died. We've never experienced anything other than this, and I personally haven't anywhere. End quote. With this description in mind, let's take a look at the video.
The thing runs for like another minute and he never comes back. He never does anything else. Whoever this is.
Never rings again.
Is that wearing a dress or something?
Again.
Not like a wedding dress?
Wedding dress?
It is creepy how it's just, it's dark there, and then boom. Out of nowhere. Just came from...
Well, it's real, but is it paranormal? Or is it just a
The
very
figure itself
strange
certainly
drunk
looks
person?
spooky, and in the video you can hear the people in the background speculating whether or not the figure is wearing a dress. Judging by their freaked out reactions, this is most likely an extraordinary situation that they haven't experienced before, just like Chris told me in his email. So what do you guys think? Was this a ghost caught on camera? Was it just a random person wandering around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Number 1.
Dead Zone 43 shared
This last video is gonna be like 9 minutes
following
long.
creepy video over on my very own subreddit Sir Spooks, which is an excellent spot for all things related to horror and the paranormal. There you can share videos of your own or watch videos submitted by the community. The original uploader of this video gives a little bit of context, saying, quote, When I was in the US Army, we were on training exercises in Bemowo-Pisky, Poland, for a couple of months. On post, we pulled 24-hour shifts to secure and maintain order at headquarters." End quote. He then goes on to say that on the government cameras he was able to access, they picked up something scary walking across the yard. Let's take a look and see what it is.
And the ghost is back. And he fades. Holy fuck. And the ghost is back. And he fades. Holy fuck.
Nothing scarier.
If this footage is faked or altered in any way, then whoever messed around with it did a terrific job at making it look this convincing. The way the figure, which looks like a human for a few seconds, suddenly fades out of existence is undoubtedly eerie. And the man filming the security camera sounded genuinely shocked and fearful when he notices what unfolded on the tape. The uploader goes on to say that he and his roommate heard unexplainable running sounds in the attic in addition to this footage. So it begs the question, what was this figure and what was it doing out there? Is that really a ghost wandering around and then disappearing without a trace? Is this just a brilliant hoax or is it a camera glitch? Be sure to let me know your ideas in the comments. Do you want your own scary video featured on Sir Spooks? Then send an email to sirspooksclips@gmail.com. Provide a YouTube link and a short description of the video.
Right, number 2. Yeah, that's not a 3.
Link and a short description of the video. For as many years as you can imagine, people from all around the world have been trying to prove the existence of ghosts. But at the end of the day, nobody has ever been able to 100% confirm that they do exist. But sometimes you watch a particular video on the internet that looks so compelling that you just can't help but feel as though ghosts have to be real. This video uploaded to YouTube by the channel Really Haunted on August 3rd, 2019 is definitely one of those videos. In the video, we view security camera footage set up within the channel owner's kitchen, where his cat is sitting peacefully. After a while, the cat begins to climb the countertop, and it's here in which something fascinating and creepy happens. Take a look. It's another one of those incidents which appears to be so simplistic when you first watch it, but oftentimes the most convincing and genuine paranormal videos on the internet are the most simplistic in nature. Sometimes all the convincing you need is something like this to be captured on camera. Also, Notice the way the cat reacted as soon as it noticed the object moving. It looked genuinely surprised and scared, and I feel like if it was all a setup and the owner was off camera pulling a string, the cat would have noticed. So what do you think about this video? Is this compelling evidence that ghosts are real? Or is this all a big setup? Let me know in the comments.
I'm leaning towards that it is real, but obviously, Sir Spooks doesn't deal with cats a lot. They are easily startled. Even if it's something that I'm gonna put a video on here for you guys real quick. Even if it's something that they're used to being around. More times than not, if they don't see something coming, it will scare them. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. It's a simple video, not that long, but it gets my point across that cats are easily frightened even by things that they're around most of the time.
Oh my gosh!
As you can see, 3 cats are just really eyeing a bird. And then the dog comes up from behind them and just...
Oh my gosh!
Now, I'm not trying to discount the fact that it could be real. I was trying to get the point across that cats are easily frightened by things.
Amy's Crypt is one of the most popular channels on YouTube when it comes to videos relating to the paranormal and horror in general. Her channel is loaded with great authentic content that I highly recommend you check out, ranging from unexplained mysteries, creepy rituals, abandoned building explorations, and plenty more to keep you entertained. In one particular video uploaded to Amy's channel on October 25th, 2020, she ventures out to an old haunted church which appears to be run down and where many have claimed to have experienced paranormal activity. The video in question is over 40 minutes long and is jam-packed with tons of creepy content for you all to enjoy. But one of the creepiest moments happens at around the 27-minute mark when Amy sits down in a certain area of the church and hears strange noises that frighten her. Take a look.
Did somebody say Tom earlier?
Oh sh**. What was that? What just happened? Oh sh**. What was that? Oh sh**. What was that?
Oh my god.
What happened? Did the light just go
The
off?
light just... something just fell.
Turn that off.
Is there somebody down there?
Something balancing or something like that? Something balancing or something like that?
What the heck? What the heck?
Then, just a couple of minutes later, Amy proceeds to another room in the church and begins to sit down for a little bit. but they seemingly can find peace even when taking a breather, because something odd gains their attention. Look at this.
I don't know.
Let me come around that side so people can see. So this is Amy's
look.
box that
It's
she
not
puts-
like a floppy thing, like I actually need to...
And the cable's gone off now.
It's moving.
It moved.
Am I making it?
You can blame faulty batteries or electronics within the ball, but that seems like reaching for answers at that point. Of course, it is entirely possible, but ruling out the paranormal doesn't seem fair. Regardless, Amy's video has plenty of moments that are sure to give you the creeps. That was 5 scary ghost videos.
Oh, okay, that was I thought he was going to show more, and then just suddenly it cuts to the cat one again. It's just like, oh, that was funny. All right, got a couple more here for you. From King Frostmare, scary videos for a really scary Christmas night. Remember, guys, this came out December 23rd, so it wasn't Christmas time yet. All right, here we go.
Hello guys, time for scary videos featuring mysterious apparitions at an old train station and a creepy encounter in a kitchen. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty.
Ooh, I like that new opening.
The following video has been sent by Trang. The user states that it was recorded by a dashcam one night in Malaysia. The driver of the vehicle was on the way home, and as always, had to take a pretty deserted stretch of road that leads through several little towns and areas. He stated that local legends tell about ghostly passengers that are asking for a ride. Could that be so? What is also to note is that the following incident wasn't noticed at the time, and only retrieved way later when the man was erasing some of the video footage on his memory stick. Let's take a peek.
Have I seen this one before? I think I have seen this one before. Yep, I've seen this one before.
People say that an apparition might be waiting for a ride there, waving at cars that are driving by. Do you think that could be an explanation, if it wasn't a regular person, which based on the area is unlikely? What else could it have been? Considering the driver didn't see anything at the time, it's pretty chilling.
Hello,
Before
Country
we
Dad.
proceed, I want to introduce you to today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. If you know my channels, you also know that I love to play games in my spare time. Raid Shadow Legends brings you amazing turn-based.
Okay, so that first one I've seen before, and if I remember right, I was thinking to myself, if it is real, you know, if it is haunted, then you know the ghost is obviously of a person, of an individual that was ran over on that road, but it can be explained. I can't remember everything that I said about this one. I'm on the fence with it, to say the least, because it could simply be video editing.
The next video was captured by a channel called Proyecto Paranormal. The owner Goyo is a paranormal enthusiast who loves to go on expeditions together with some of his colleagues. Today they were documenting an area in the Jalisco region in Mexico, which apparently is a site full of urban legends. There are many disturbing.
I know it's not, but that place looked like the Grand Canyon.
Stories about apparitions that are being seen and captured by tourists and locals alike. Local newspapers even report of many people that take a leap of faith there, and besides many injuries, There are of course some tragedies taking place, and it is believed that these incidents could be influenced by evil spirits in the area. Let's take a look.
Aquí se ve que no ha vivido gente mucho tiempo, o sea, como que para un vagabundo.
For some reason, this house in particular seems to inhabit a lot of energy. At least that is what Gojo heard. When he takes a few minutes to talk to the camera, there is something weird appearing right behind him.
Bien muchachos, pues este es el pueblo abandonado de la barranca.
¿Qué es eso? Wolf. It wasn't so much the apparition that appeared that scared me, it was the sun changing loud ass music that got me.
Bien muchachos, pues este es el pueblo abandonado de la barranca.
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué?
Allá.
Some people say it looks like the head of a female who's peeking into the frame. Coincidentally, other users argue that it might be related to the demon that is dwelling in Mario Lara's party store, which is not too far from the location. Maybe just a fluke. What could Goyo capture this afternoon? Of course there was no trace of any person once they went to check it out, so just a hoax or something really weird.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, it looked like it was edited. It looked really grainy. Let's see, where are we at? 5:35. Oh yeah, just take a look at the graininess in the forehead and all that. It looks like a. It kind of looks like it kind of looks like something that you would see in one of those video programming software applications. Of course, I could be wrong. I hate dismissing everything that kind of peeks at people from a distance as something that could be edited in later.
The next video was captured by Nick Foster, who didn't really expect to capture anything out of the ordinary this particular evening. He states that he was walking his dog Poppy in the woods. She loves to chase squirrels and enjoys being out in the wild in general. However, at some point, it seems like the dog is sensing something, but Nick couldn't make out anything with his own eyes at the time, basically thinking nothing of it, since there are many noise sources around that oftentimes cause his dog to stop in its tracks. He also states that he's pretty certain nobody else was around. There seldomly is, especially in the evenings. Yet, there was something else with him. At least his camera says so. Let's take a look.
Where's some squirrels?
What the? How did he not see that?
Nick has a theory about what he has captured walking there in the background. He sees a soldier in a helmet and a trench coat, possibly from World War II, he states. Could that be? Others see an elderly person with a stick. If it wasn't just another regular person in the woods, what else was that? Maybe a paranormal entity, an apparition. Hard to say.
I'm disagreeing on it being just a normal elderly person walking through the forest, because that dog would not have acted so cautiously about it. A dog like that would have seen something like that as a new playmate. Start getting excited and maybe make an approach, maybe bark to get their attention and all that. I think that might be an apparition. What gives the video some credibility is that he didn't notice it off right out of the gate, and also didn't try to draw too much attention to it.
Next was posted by user PyroAsset.
Isn't the haunted area what the last one was called? No, it was in the woods.
And he states that the following was taken by a good friend of his, who was out on a nightly trip to take some images of a lovely old tower. However, something weird appeared in the distance that only got discovered when they were taking a closer look at the image.
Yeah, right there. Right there, I saw that. What?
Now this could be many things. The uploader realizes that too. Reddit sees a figure in a robe, possibly, but there are two more weird objects. Might just be shadows or a light. Who knows what exactly we see here? It's a pretty mysterious capture though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The problem with photos is that they're easier to manipulate than videos are. Hell, I not having used Photoshop in almost 5 years could probably recreate something like that with a little bit of work.
The next video was recorded by a user named Pershku, and it was one of these happy little accidents that many of us might find bone-chilling. The story goes that the young girl wanted to make a video about some strange noises that are stemming out of her family's little ice machine in the kitchen. Apparently, several strange events have been taking place in the residence after the item has been brought into the family, but they didn't have any proof that something could be wrong. Until this night,
is this the
when
same
Pershku
video?
Makes her way into the kitchen, she records something else
Kitchen
besides her ice machine.
Yep, I've seen this one so many times. Oh yeah, it's right there. There's a ghost right there.
There's a little girl standing in the kitchen, right next to the apparently haunted ice machine. But how is this possible? If it isn't just a hoax or smoke and mirrors, there is a chance that the spirit of this little girl seems to be attached to the ice box. This is what some viewers believe. Some also point out that her feet look a little bit unusual, but it's hard to say due to the lighting conditions. What's your explanation for this horrifying find? How creepy.
Other than editing, paranormal.
Now we will follow the Italian paranormal team Pit Paranormal. who after many months of trying finally had the chance to investigate a supposedly haunted train station, which has several reported ghost sightings along the tracks and other weird occurrences that have been documented by people around the area. Tonight they start their investigation off with a quick ghost box session to open up the portal to the spirit realm. Let's take a look.
Una parola.
Luce! Luce ha detto!
I saw that. Hold on.
Luce ha detto!
Alright, keep an eye in the forest area back here in this area. You'll see you'll see a faint shadow run from right to left.
Dobbiamo prendere coraggio.
Raga, l'ho messo lì, eh. Proviamo a parlargli.
Aspetta.
Lo sa. Mirko?
Mirko, brava.
Mirko lo sta chiamando, raga.
Brava.
Sta chiamando.
Mirko lo sta chiamando. Ok.
Sei
Di
tu?
nuovo.
Sei tu? Ha detto?
After making contact, the spirits seem to directly communicate with some of the group members. So after opening the door, it would appear that one spirit might have even been closer than anybody expected that night.
Raga!
Porca! Briglia tantissimo. Però di certo si è illuminato. Tantissimo.
Poi briglia, raga.
Continuo.
Che storia. Poi briglia.
While the two keep asking questions to the spirit realm, the remaining two members keep taking images of them and the area.
Cioè, da un lato mi solleva un po'. La voglio considerare una conclusione non brutta.
Ecco.
Mirko è qua.
Come qua?
Come
È qua. È dietro di te di nuovo.
Ci abbiamo ragione.
È di nuovo dietro di te.
Cos'è
In
scattato?
teoria io ipotizzavo che non ci fosse più.
Stavo per dire quello.
No, no. È qua. È dietro di te.
Zoom per favore. No, era un porno. Zoom tantissimo. Vabbè, chi se ne frega, lo so che è piccolo. Raga!
No!
Marco!
Mio Dio, c'è qualcuno! Marco, guarda che roba!
Whoa! What? Two of them.
This is another image taken just seconds before from another angle and member, so it's safe to say that it wasn't a bug or anything. Could they capture two apparitions that were standing really close to them? Or is it something else entirely? Let me know. And please, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me a sub if you can. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna say... yeah, real. Okay, that was creepy. Alright guys, last video for the night. Scary videos that'll make you say, ah! I have no idea why that... why didn't you just say make you scream? It's from Chills.
Luan Mendez is a paranormal investigator and urban explorer from Brazil who likes to go exploring haunted and abandoned places. Of his many scary videos, this ghost hunting video is by far the scariest. He is hunting for a ghost that often takes the form of a scary old woman. It isn't long before the alleged ghost sightings caught on camera. The ghost scares them in the window and then especially in the doorway.
That's creepy.
I would question if this ghost video is real or not, except for one weird thing here. They are shining a light directly at the woman, and yet nowhere does her mysterious figure cast a shadow. That's probably the scariest thing of all. It makes it seem like the video's paranormal to me. Douglas Daniel is caught too scared.
I mean, I would say that it didn't cast a shadow because it was edited in, but all those guys reacted. It takes planning. It takes planning and precision to fake something of that caliber. And I don't think they would waste their time faking something like that.
Scary moments on camera. One is pretty obvious while the other is for the most observant eye, so don't blink.
Here goes home.
A rock slide bangs a barrier open before this guy even has a chance to take their hands out of his pockets to protect himself. And if that was one of the smaller rocks, think about what any of the larger ones would have done to him. He isn't the only lucky person in this video. A rock climber is right next to the action when the rocks let loose. I wonder if something they did caused this to happen.
That's possible.
If so, I can only imagine how bad they would have felt if somebody got hurt because of their mistake. Alarming CCTV footage from a home security system in India appears to depict rare paranormal activity haunting this man's home. Caught on camera is a malevolent paranormal entity that comes from under the stairs. The man doesn't know how to fight back as he is lifted into the air and taken against his will and presumably screaming for help. There should be more security videos to go along with it, but only one has been uploaded so far. If this is camera 2, then I want to see the paranormal evidence from camera 1. Otherwise, this could be fake. With that out of the way, what I find especially frightening is how, at 45 seconds, the dark matter appears to concentrate around his face and his waist, just like arms grabbing him from behind. Small details like that make me wonder if something scary really is haunting his home. I wish there were more videos to show us what happens
really
next. But what do you
creepy.
think? Is this a real paranormal video? Local fish.
If it's not real, then it is a very well crafted, perfectly executed stunt. Yeah, that's I'm leaning more towards real on that, but that's the only explanation outside the paranormal I can think of with that one.
Fishermen have caught something weird on tape, a strange creature that's not a fish, not an amphibian, not a shark, not like anything they've ever seen before. I would say maybe a stingray, but this creature has definitely sprouted legs. At 45 seconds, you can see it's only about the size of their hand, but those look like powerful jaws with who knows how many rows of teeth. What is it? NowRMar5 is a popular vlogger with a channel full of entertaining
I have no idea what that was.
videos and some creepy ones too. One of his creepy videos has him exploring a haunted abandoned school in his home country of Turkey. The scary things he's caught on tape in this haunted place are no doubt creepy beyond all mention, so I'll let the chilling paranormal evidence speak for itself. A ghost figure, or maybe just a weird person dressed in all black, is in this room and refuses to leave.
Dave, gaan even de dam. Dave.
Abi bakar mısın?
Selamünaleyküm.
Abi.
I'm not sure if this video of a ghost sighting is real or fake, but I think it could be real because they run out of there faster than any other scary video I've ever analyzed. On the Chills Narrator sub.
They look just like a person in black. I'm not buying that one.
Reddit. A user named Dope Island Skate continues to post all the weird things caught on camera while living in his haunted home. This time he's looking at his living room on CCTV video when creepy stuff starts happening once again on his home security system. A noise in the hallway makes him turn around. A weirdly shaped small figure is caught on camera, but he must not see it in real life because he
That's his dog. That's his dog. That's the dog's reflection, and there's his reflection.
He doesn't say anything. There is no doubt that the light is moving by itself at 1 minute before he hits the light switch. He does a full 360 around it, not believing his eyes, and you can clearly see nothing is attached. Almost everyone who watched this video on the Chills subreddit thought it was creepy and real, and I don't really have a counter explanation as to how it could be faked. Nothing about this mysterious video is easy to explain, and that's why I think it might actually be real. Hopefully Dope Island Skate continues to keep us updated, unless he decides to move out of his haunted house first, which I would completely understand. A man in Saudi Arabia films himself working outside when he almost gets seriously messed up. At first it looks like he simply loses his balance, but that's not what he claims, and it's not what the video evidence shows. He says something in the desert pulled on his leg, a supernatural force that wanted him to fall.
Okay, it's weird. But going back to that last video, other than the quote figure, I didn't really see anything that couldn't be explained with that couldn't be explained outside of a gust of wind.
Watch again and you'll see his leg does go backwards, but it doesn't go very high, so maybe he could be lifting it himself. So while this would be a creepy situation, it's hard to say if he's really telling the truth or making it up for attention. Judging from the comments, about 2/3 of the people who have watched this video worry it's real. Do you believe them?
Well, it's hard for me to say. It's something he could easily have orchestrated himself, but by doing so at that particular location, he puts himself at big risk for serious injury. I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning more towards real.
Mr. Hammer is a fearless ghost hunter from Saudi Arabia who is always charging forward no matter how scary things get while exploring haunted, abandoned places. He's exploring abandoned houses like usual when he begins to feel like he's being followed. Something's different about this urban exploration. He's not unsure if it's a paranormal encounter he's having or if a stranger is messing with him. Let's try to make sense of the scary stuff and creepy things happening in this bizarre video.
خوفكم يطلع لي حنش. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
The mysterious figure is what has been following him since he was first outside of the abandoned building.
إذا انصح مكان اتكلم ولا اطلع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات.
Ironically, a ghost sighting is what Mr. Hammer's after, but a ghost sighting is what he misses in real life.
هذا جن ولا بشر ذا؟
Oh, okay.
Somehow he does not see a creepy man looking at him from the doorway. Oh well, at least he caught it on tape for our analysis. I think this is more likely a friend of his pretending to make paranormal things happen instead of a real ghost sighting caught on camera. Almost anyone would have seen that mysterious figure in the doorway, especially if they were already on high alert. Mustafa Sven is one of the very...
I don't know. Okay, I'm like really like at the very tip of the top of the fence on this one. I have no idea which way to lean on that one.
Very few brave paranormal exploration channels from Iraq, and he is definitely one of the best. Let's check out a 24-hour challenge he took at a scary haunted abandoned house that he's always been afraid to go exploring. It isn't long until paranormal entities come wailing for him, and all of the creepiness is caught on video with 2 different cameras. It starts with little things that are quite weird, like a shadow moving strangely in the hall behind him.
I saw that too.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could just be his hand, but the shadow doesn't exactly follow his movements, and I don't know, the angles just don't match up. Then, shortly after the spooky shadow passes by, more weird things are caught on camera. The backpack is actually very well balanced and should not tip over, and it bothers him that it does.
Maybe not.
He tries to recreate the situation and cannot.
Yeah, I would be gone.
Aside, the backpack is far from the only object caught on camera moving by itself on this haunted night. A stone silently dislodges from the mantelpiece and crashes to the ground, followed by another one. The poltergeist is pulling this house apart brick by brick, willing to do whatever it takes to scare this ghost hunter away.
Yeah, get out of there.
A padlock bounces on its own like a ghost is trying to open the door. Watch closely and tell me if you think this is a poltergeist or someone on the other end of the door poking through the crack with a stick. But just when I was beginning to think this video might not be paranormal, it becomes one of the creepiest videos I've seen in a long time. A rising wail of spirits closing in makes...
Wait, really? Just when you thought that this video wasn't paranormal? Everything else that happened, you... Wow. You know, if you're finding reasons to believe that it's not paranormal after seeing all of that, you probably shouldn't be doing your channel anymore.
Makes him realize this 24-hour challenge needs to be cut about 20 hours short, and so he finally leaves. A while back, a YouTuber named Hey Charmaine somehow came across a creepy doll head that she found fascinating in a way that was hard to explain. She gets a really weird feeling from it and knows this is more than an ordinary piece of plastic. So she puts it by her bed with the camera on at night to see what happens. One night, the creepy doll head moves all by itself, or so she says. It's pretty weird, but notice how the video has been sped up, a sign of stop motion photography. If this video was shown at regular speed, I would be more likely to believe it, but the movements look very abrupt, like somebody kept repositioning the doll a little at a time and sped up the video to create the illusion of movement. Spooky Gotham goes exploring in a bit.
That's kind of a stretch. I mean, You guys heard that too, right? That was weird. I mean, granted, it is possible, but someone could take the time to just slow the video down the same way that that video was sped up to see if there's a hand coming to move out of the way.
Abandoned factory building in India.
ஃபுல்லாவே பாரு கரெக்ட் ஃபுல்லாவே ஓட தானே இருக்குது.
Because it's rumored to be the source of much paranormal activity according to local gossip.
லேடி வாய்ஸ் ஒரு வெள்ளப்படி சொல்றது வெள்ளப்படி.
Let's take a look at some of the ultra creepy moments they've caught on tape and see if they're really paranormal.
யாருமே இல்லடா. गाइस உண்மையிலே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஃபேக்டரி வந்து அள்ளு விடுது எங்களுக்கு.
Leaving the building does not solve their fears. They appear to be arguing about whether or not there's a paranormal mist in the shape of a figure when more scary things are caught on camera.
ரிப்பல் ஆகுது பாறா. எங்க எது தூக்கி எறிஞ்சாங்க. இல்ல தண்ணி சுட்டுதா இல்ல தண்ணி ரிப்பல் ஆகுது. அதுல வந்து ஏதோ ஒன்னு விழுந்துச்சு bro.
I didn't see anything.
யாரு? இங்க இருக்குது வந்து கன்ஃபார்மா வந்து பாத்து
Watch for the yellow ghost orb at 31 minutes and 47 seconds.
நீ அங்க பாத்து இருந்தல அங்க இருந்து யாரும் கிராஸ் ஆவலல. Hello?
Oh, okay.
Freaky, right? He and his team know they have to press the paranormal investigation forward and keep exploring the abandoned factory, but their courage doesn't last for long.
இரு போடாத. நீ ஏதோ சைக்கோ தரமா போடியே பண்ண என்ன பண்ணுங்க. வெள்ள ஓடிருமா சட்டுமா.
They run off screaming without ever getting a chance to see what was following so close behind. But wait, at 16 minutes and 32 seconds, they appear to have caught a phantom apparition on camera, a scary man who is not part of the ghost hunting group in the slightest. They think it's a scary face looking back at them, but it could just be a piece of rotting drywall shaped like one. Either way, I'd say this abandoned factory building in India is haunted by something paranormal, and that it's probably too spooky to keep making ghost hunting videos there anymore. Kazakhstan is a country with...
Now, one thing I noticed right there, he drops a brick down the stairs, and that's what makes the banging sound.
Right? He and his team know they have to press the paranormal investigation forward and keep exploring the abandoned factory, but their courage doesn't last for long.
Yeah, see, he has a brick right there, and he's gonna drop it.
இரு போடாத. நீ ஏதோ சைக்கோ தரமா போடியே பண்ண என்ன பண்ணுங்க. வெள்ள ஓடிருமா சட்டுமா.
Are you trying to fool with that?
They run off screaming without ever getting more. Kazakhstan is a country with 3 mountain regions said to hold many strange secrets. One said,
just based on seeing that, yeah, it's not far-fetched to assume that they were responsible for all the other noises coming out from that.
Secret can be found by satellite on Google Earth, and it's creepy beyond belief. The lines connect to form a pentagram within a circle. No one knows why someone put such a symbol out in the middle of nowhere. It's either a hoax or an actual summoning circle right by a large body of water, which, if you believe in rituals, could be a necessary element for whatever is being cast. So let me know if you think this weird symbol was made for evil purposes or just for attention. Something tells me this was never meant to be discovered. A group of friends are exploring an abandoned house, but they get no further than the front door before they get freaked out by a possible ghost sighting. According to the description, if you look closely at the right side of the window, you'll see a shadow figure looking at them. Take a look at what they've caught on tape and tell me if you see a shadow figure on the right.
No, it's not. That's a shadow. That's shadow. That's shadow.
Exactly.
At first, I thought they were maybe talking about this shadowy figure down here, which is on the right like they say, but I'm pretty sure that's the shadow of the person holding the camera, and what could be a glowing eye is actually light from their camera too. Also, the person in a red shirt who sees the shadow figure is pointing in an entirely different direction. Like I said, I don't see anything paranormal in this video, but every single person in the comments says there is a
I do see something. I do see something here. Let me rewind it a little bit here and slow the video down. Yes, if you look like right here, you can see an arm right here, and there's a shoulder, and like the head right here, and you can see it kind of poke its head out.
Different direction. Like I said, I don't see anything paranormal in this video, but every single
right there. See, it's poking its head out right here.
Person in the comments says there is a shadow figure caught on camera if you look close enough. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean one isn't there. Somebody help me out because I want to know what they are looking at. When you do see it, apparently it's really scary. A feisty octopus is heading out to sea when it sees it's been caught on camera and has had enough. The creature comes forward and even throws a swing. Getting chased underwater by this deep sea creature is creepy, but the backstory is what makes this video even creepier. Moments before this was caught on camera, Bohema TV says he was swimming in the ocean when he felt something wrap around his thigh. Only when he came back to shore did he realize this was a living creature attached to him and not seaweed like he had originally thought. Here you can see it try to blend in with the rocks for a bit before giving up and swimming away. Apparently.
Jeez. Don't freak out, guys. That wasn't a ghost. That was me tugging on the cord that the camera was attached to.
They have really sharp teeth and strong jaws, so luckily Bohema TV got away safely before getting chomped. Jonathan FOD and his friends go exploring an abandoned meat processing facility building that everyone in town says is haunted, but the air quotes around ghost seems to mean he doesn't quite believe it.
So supposedly, there's a ghost that roams around here.
Soon he will.
Oh shit. That.
Hey!
Who's there?
As Jonathan FOD and his two friends are ghost hunting in some kind of tool shed, they get what they think could be some paranormal evidence caught on tape.
What the? Bro, y'all heard that, bro? What the fuck is that? Bro. Is anybody there? Oh.
All three of them are on camera when these noises happen. You can see they are just standing there with their hands down, so it can't be them. Maybe Jonathan had a fourth person making all of that noise, but I don't see how they could have faked that ghost EVP at 8 minutes and 50 seconds. It really does sound like the muffled voice of a small child.
What the? Bro, y'all heard that, bro? What the fuck is that?
A YouTube channel called Salamya3
Yeah, I can believe that.
Alam is demonstrating a high-flying hobby known as acrobatics when some creepy paranormal activity is caught on camera. Caught in the light of his flaming barrel is a mysterious hooded ghostly figure that hovers against the wall of an abandoned house for a few brief scary moments and then disappears. The video looks pretty real to most because the ghost appears to be the same resolution as everything else, and its color does not sharply contrast with the video. This video,
That's
however
fake.
creepy, has one thing that looks wrong. Notice how the video...
That thing is so photoshopped. That is so obviously a fake.
Video fades to black at 11 seconds. This part makes me wonder if this ghost sighting is actually real. A supremely scary dashcam video is said to have been recovered in a South Korean town, someplace in the mountains. A man and a woman are having an argument about the driver in front of them.
왜 서?
그만해.
아 진짜 짜증나게 하는 거. 야 운전을 뭐 졌다고 그래.
술 먹은 거 아니야?
아 나 진짜 미쳤.
어?
아 시간 끈 거야?
And I was just wondering what they were saying here.
야 조용히 좀 해봐.
Something, a spirit, a person scrambles over their roof, and the terrifying figure lands face first in the glass for a closer look at the screaming husband and wife inside. I'm hoping that this is a person with scary makeup, but the more I look, the scarier it becomes. There is no nose and the eyes are spaced really wide apart. One theory about this video is that it's part of a viral marketing campaign for some company called A-Mobile. But think about it, is this the kind of publicity you would want your company to have? I don't think jump scaring people is a good way to reach new customers. Hopefully this creepy video is from a show or a movie or something, but over 200,000 people have watched this video, and so far nobody in South Korea or anywhere else has been able to debunk it. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next... Tap that follow button
That
to
was
find out
creepy though, that's for sure.
number one.
But I am gonna go on to say it's fake for our marketing campaign. Everything's just too convenient about it.
A YouTuber named Rifat claims that going to this haunted place in Palestine proved to be a psychological undoing. Let's see what was so scary in this paranormal exploration gone wrong. He seems to have trouble keeping his balance and stumbles backwards twice for no reason.
يا شباب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا شباب قلت أجرب الله يقطع شر يوم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
At this point, I think he realizes there's no way he should be falling 3 times in 5 minutes and thinks a ghost could be near, as he is trying to decide if this is really happening or just his imagination. Some of the best paranormal EVP evidence ever recorded is caught on camera.
هذه قصة وأنا والله العظيم خايف يعني ممنوع في الليل عن جد ممنوع يعني نطلع هيك كمان إيه إيش هاد؟
Loud and scary screaming noises are coming from the woods. The screams of a human, most certainly not an animal.
يعني من وين أطلع؟
He doesn't investigate the noise because this could be a spirit setting up a trap that he is too smart to fall for. I'm glad he didn't go any further. If he had gone any deeper into the forest to see what it was, then this scary video might not ever have been uploaded. I have a feeling that he narrowly avoided getting ambushed by some group of bandits or even something paranormal. A while ago, I analyzed...
Oh, wow. Again, these were some good ones, guys. These are some good ones. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, because I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. I've gotten some negative feedback before, but it's been mostly positive, and I'm just enjoying doing this every week for you guys. Just reacting to scary videos and giving my opinion on them, on whether or not they're real. And it's a good little jump. I enjoy the thrill of being scared. And when I come across a video that genuinely scares the crap out of me, you guys know it, and it sticks to my brain. So yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying this. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. Comment what your favorite parts are, and subscribe if you're new to see more of these every week. And I will see you guys in the next video.